We have all experienced talking out loud about a specific product, and moments later, an ad appears on our screen. We naturally assume the microphone is hot, but your device does not need to record your voice or access your camera to know exactly what you are doing. The actual mechanism is much simpler and completely silent. Words and pictures are surprisingly messy data. We lie, we exaggerate, and we change our minds. What a person says is a terrible indicator of how they actually behave. Worrying about a secret microphone keeps us focused on the wrong threat. It blinds us to the continuous data collection happening every single second your screen is unlocked. You are holding a highly sensitive sensor network. It happens to make phone calls, but its primary function is measurement. It measures the exact acceleration of your hand when you pick it up off a table. It logs your walking pace, your physical transit routes, and the precise hour your sleep cycle breaks. This chart shows your scrolling speed over time. See this tiny dip? That is a micro-hesitation. It is the fraction of a second you linger on an image or a post before you continue scrolling, and it is the most valuable behavioral metric your device captures. That fleeting pause is extracted and converted into a raw numerical value. It is then aligned with your location and your physical movement data, transforming a subconscious habit into a distinct, measurable signal. The system ignores what you say and tracks exactly how you act. You are not being actively watched. Your physical reality is being continuously modeled. We typically assume that toggling off a tracking permission inside a specific app shuts down the flow of our data. This diagram shows the architecture of a mobile device. At the top is the app layer, where you interact. Below that is the operating system, or OS. An operating system is the core software that manages the device's basic memory and hardware functions. At the base is the network layer, handling your connection to the internet. When you block a specific application, the data flow does not stop. It simply diverts deeper, flowing natively through the operating system and network levels, where those top-level app restrictions do not apply. You receive no alerts or warning banners when this bypass occurs. The interface remains completely smooth and responsive. That frictionless experience ensures you never put the device down. The structural design of the phone relies on a smooth interface to keep the data flowing without interruption. All of those extracted signals from the OS and network layers are routed to a single destination to build your digital twin. A digital twin is a virtual model designed to accurately reflect a physical object or person. Throughout the day, you generate a chaotic stream of inputs: a tap here, a rapid swipe there, a brief location ping at a coffee shop. This scatter plot shows how the system processes that daily chaos. The algorithm scans thousands of scattered interactions and isolates behavioral loops, like the exact sequence of apps you open when you wake up, or how your scrolling speed changes when you feel bored. Because human behavior repeats, those loops begin to stack. That repetition is calculated, mapped, and mathematically converted into absolute certainty about what you will do next. Physical life is messy and unpredictable. The digital twin, stripped of human inconsistency, acts with total mechanical predictability. Engineered certainty has immense financial value. It takes the randomness of your daily choices and turns them into a highly reliable, tradable commodity. The physical human is stubborn and difficult to influence. The digital replica is measurable, consistent, and highly profitable, making the model itself the true product. Everything we have discussed so far only accounts for a single device. Your personal digital twin is just one isolated node in a much larger architecture. This diagram shows what happens when your specific behavioral pattern scales. Billions of distinct individual signals are merged together to form one massive aggregate prediction system. The goal here is not espionage. Tracking individuals is highly inefficient. The objective is behavioral optimization, learning exactly how groups react to specific stimuli, and then adapting the environment to shape those reactions. At this scale, whether you personally opt out of tracking hardly matters. With billions of signals flowing continuously, the aggregate system has enough data to accurately forecast and guide mass behavior. The entire architecture relies on a continuous feedback loop. Every active second you spend on your device provides fresh data that refines and updates the aggregate model. We view phones as tools working for us. In reality, we perform the manual labor, unknowingly training the algorithms designed to anticipate our choices. the system never clocks out. The more inputs it receives, the more accurate it becomes, refining its patterns with every single interaction. The system reaches its goal the exact moment it maps your next action, before you even realize you have made a decision.